Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another Conquest counter video guide. Now you will be able to find this and all my other Conquest video guides on my SWGOH Life website. If you haven't seen it yet, there'll be a link in the description below where you can not only find the enemies counter tool but also follow along my daily plan whenever Conquest is live. I got feeds guide on there, recommended data disk and anything else that helps you to conquer the Conquest. Now in this video I'll be going up against General Grievous squad here in Sector 5. Now obviously there are slightly different comps of Grievous you will encounter, maybe with slightly different as well as speed ranges depending, is it beginning or is it end of sector. So definitely, some of the teams may work slightly differently depending on that speed range that your enemy will be in, but at least you can get the idea of different teams and how their mechanics can counter General Grievous squads. So in terms of the modifier for General Grievous, they're using malicious minions. So this is kind of the weaker one because obviously you do have malicious minions too that they get 50% boost. This one only gives them 25. Well, it's actually 12.5% because summon separatists get 25% stat boost and all the other separatists gain half of these bonuses. Now some particular one here, there are no summons as well, so that won't really affect much. Now in terms of data disks, I'm just running slightly modified version of Gone in 30 Seconds data disk set. I'm rocking Vitality here for some extra survivability. Then here comes the core of this data disk set, 2 Amplify Agony data disk, Unstable Decelerator, Volatile Accelerator, and finally this one has become actually my favorite one-dot data disk outside of Entrenched, Ruthless Swiftness, because whenever enemy falls below 100% health you will be gaining 22% turn meter, so this will allow you to keep going and give lots of turns to even your slower units. As always, I have to start off this video with CLS because this is the best showcase really of this data disk set, because Han shoots first, you just wipe out one of the enemy. In this case I'm going Watt, so I don't have to deal with his stack and revives. Now with Grievous out in the open, you can just go ahead, get him out, and the remaining battle is very easy. Just hit autoplay and wait for a few seconds and all the enemies will be wiped out from the field. So up next we got a very similar team, but instead of Luke lead going up with Beskar Mando, you need Han, Chewie, and any two scoundrels really. To be honest, Han and Chewie plus any free characters will wipe out most teams with this data disk set. Same thing, get rid of Watt first, then they get a few turns, Grievous is out in the open, get rid of him, and now this is again autoplay and wait a few seconds for AI to finish off the remaining enemies, and you get your 3-star win quite easily. So moving on for the next battle, we've got Jedi. This is my default Jedi team, which maybe is not the most optimal to go up against Grievous. Maybe something like Bastila lead would be better for some extra bonus protection, because you can see things do get dicey. But that's true also I guess for Grand Arena and Territory Wars. When using Darth Revan, things can get dicey sometimes. But anyways, we keep going, we bring Revan back. Julie hanging in there. Okay, let's go ahead and with Master's Training on Julie, so he healed himself up a bit. Alright, brace yourself for another AoE from Grievous. Finally got a mark online in the end when I actually didn't need it anymore. So Jedi, maybe not my favorite team to use versus Grievous, but they can work. Moving on, we got General Grievous, General Skywalker versus General Grievous. Too many generals in this game, guys, right? Anyway, they get a jump start on us, that's fine. We just keep going. 5 keeps gaining bonus turn meter whenever our allies are hit. Just using his basic, that's got a double tap, apply speed down, and then all those Amplify Agony, Volatile Accelerator data discs, doing a lot of damage to Magna Guard. Also with General Grievous lead, no revives, so you don't have to worry about what bringing anybody back in this particular case. Obviously the mark gets passed around, but between the AoEs there from both Echo and your Skywalker, you can get around that mark and finish off Grievous before he gets to do any more damage to your team. So 5 of first actually works really well, much better than a Jedi team as shown in a previous battle. We got Shaak Ti clones, another great team here that you can use, because as soon as Shaak Ti gets a turn, you pass turn over to Echo, then he does his, you know, mass daze healing immunity thing, which will do a lot of damage thanks to this data disk set. And then you can just finish them off with a couple of AoEs here, and this is it pretty much. Alright, fine, let's get him out. Alright, Grievous not liking it. Wrecker taking it like a champ. Here come the AoE number 1, AoE number 2, and now we can just go ahead and finish off B1s. It's so funny, because of GOTB I always expect Shaak Ti to double tap B1s, right, like in GOTB. But it doesn't happen, so it took a little bit longer to finish them off. But anyway, we got the job done. Maul with what? We know how this works. Bonus turn, but remember, as soon as we do this, then B1 gets going, he dispels your frenzy, so it takes a while before Maul actually gets another turn because of all the turn meter removal. But eventually, once your Maul does get a turn, you can wipe these guys out very quickly. There you go, Daze there helping us control B2 a little bit. Dispel debuffs there from Canderous, and now Maul can go to town and just clean up the house here for an easy 3-star win. Definitely, Maul takes a while to get going versus Grievous, but once you do, easy win. And who's got the Queen of Droids, Ray Jedi training with Resistance Droids, and L3 for a pre-taunt. Let's see how this one will go. Let's just get rid of here Royal Guard, Magna Guard first. Okay, let's go ahead, push back turn meter on Grievous, do an AoE over here, do another AoE over there. Okay, here we go. Heal up a little bit. B1's down, only down to Grievous. Push him back, and there we go. Seems like Ray Jedi training also works reasonably well versus Grievous. I didn't know what to expect exactly, but thanks to L3 there, tanking all the hits, was able to get it done. Padme, just a standard Padme team, will work well as well versus Grievous. All that protection up and courage, you know, we should be able to wipe them out. But, you know, Padme is a slow team, so it takes a couple of turns before they really get going. So let's just keep going. Alright, B2 unfortunately dispelling everything. Okay, going after B2, got him down, got Magna Guard out as well. Oh, what brought him back? That's okay, we'll get him out again. Okay, just going after B1s now. Wait for the kick to be available from Padme, so just kick their Grievous in the face, and this is pretty much it. Very easy win here with just a standard Padme team versus Grievous, no issues whatsoever. Same thing goes for Darth Revan, because obviously we can put Death Mark over on Grievous whenever we get one of his allies below 50% health, and as soon as we get to do that, you can just go ahead, target Grievous, and don't worry about anything. Alright, that's a big hit. There we go, Death Mark on Grievous, spread fear on the team, and you know, a few more debuffs. Once HK gets a turn, he will wipe out with his AoE whoever is left, just because it deals extra 2 damage for all the debuffs, right? Night Sisters, we all know Night Sisters work reasonably well versus Grievous, and in Conquest it's even easier thanks to the data disk sets. So we'll be spreading Plague, although Magna Guard resisted it there. Alright, okay, let's do an AoE here. Hopefully some Plague will stick this time. Just on B2 unfortunately. Let's keep going. An AoE over here. Magna Guard is down for the count. Obviously we got our revives going. Let's see if we can get rid of B2. Perfect. Grievous died there because of Plague. He wasn't able to cleanse off the debuffs, so he died from damage over times, and the rest was very easy. So Night Sisters, a great team here to use. Couple of Galactic Legend battles. Probably 2 best Galactic Legends here are Supreme Color Ran, because with Hux in there, when Hux got advantage, they can't gain bonus turn meter, so you don't have to worry about B2 getting too many turns. We got big AoEs there from Supreme Color Ran that allows you to get around Mark, finishing off their Grievous before he gets to do much. And obviously the other Galactic Legend that works well is Jedi Master Kenobi, because with him in there, they won't be able to gain bonus turn meter anyways. So you can just pretty much here, more or less hit autoplay if you want to, and you know, things will take care of themselves. Almost got Grievous down. Kenobi can ignore the taunt, so that finished off Grievous. And at this point, you know, battle is pretty much over. I just hit autoplay, wait for a few hits on there. Okay, alright. Here comes the attacks, and down goes B1 as well. So there you go, guys. That's a few teams here that I wanted to share with you, that I tried out versus this General Grievous team here in Sector 5. Some of them work better than the other, but at least you can see, to give you an idea what you can try out next time when you face General Grievous team. Probably there are some teams, they're the ones that don't have B2, those ones are probably easier. That's why I've chose this one that does have B2, and what, these ones are probably the most challenging Grievous teams you will be facing, I think. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one, but until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.